Bits with Vac and Vinnie. I am so excited about this show, Greg. We got the great Danny Johnson back. He's got a fly or die video. He's got a bit he wants to work on. So this is going to be a great show, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, me too. It's fun watching another comic who you worked on a bit with then do the bit on stage. It was really great watching the clip, like we did with yours the other day. It's great. I think it's fun for me to watch that and see how it came out, get his opinion on it, all that.
Yeah, it is. It is cool to see it when it's the first time it's on stage, and to know that, oh, this is the first time on stage, and oh yeah, that's the line I gave him. So it's cool.
Yeah, right.
So hey, let's just get him in here, and he's back. The great Danny Johnson. So good to have you, my friend. Thanks for coming back.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah. We're very happy to have you. I understand you also have, as well as a fly or die video, you also have a bit you want to work on.
I do have an idea that I want to run by you. That it's one of those. Is this something that should I pursue?
Okay.
This?
Yeah. Absolutely, buddy. That's what this podcast's all about, right, Greg?
That's right. The fly or die. We work on material.
Yeah.
This is the way we do it. This is what comedians do. People, as I say, people always ask, how to get your material. A lot of times it's just from talking with other comedians and just doing this. So
absolutely,
we're showing everybody what we do.
Yeah. And it's dealer's choice, Danny. What do you want to do? You want to do your video first, or do you want to do your bit first? You want to talk
Let's do the video first, because I already know what I want to tell you about that, because you know how it feels up there when you first do it, and
absolutely,
you kind of leave stage and you're like, I wish I would have done this and this. So
cool. So you got some ideas for all right. So ladies and gentlemen, we love it when we have a fly or die video to show you, and here's one from episode 3 where Greg and I were helping Danny Johnson work on this bit to remember names. And this is the first time on stage. Let's take a look at it.
But I'm terrible with names, especially as I get older. I can't remember. I think we all go through that. You meet somebody, you talk to them for 20 minutes, and you leave, and they're like, oh, have you met this person? Like, I don't know what his name is. So my buddy told me this trick, right? He goes, when you meet someone, say their name, and then in your head, tell yourself a story about that person that'll help you remember their name, right? So I'm like, all right, I'll try it. And I remember this guy's name now, because I've told this story before. So I meet this guy, Billy. He goes, hey, I'm Billy. I'm like, hey, I'm Danny Johnson. Nice to meet you. And then he starts telling me a story that I'm sure was important to him, right? And so I'm pretending to listen, and I'm like, Billy. I can remember, in my head, I'm like, Billy. I can remember that, Billy Goat. He's got a goatee, too. That's ironic. Billy Goat and a goatee. How can I forget that? Billy Goat and a goatee. Billy Goat, goatee. I wonder if he raises goats. I wonder if he raises like a farm. I don't even know what you feed goats. Skittles, batteries. I don't know what goats eat. Billy Goat raises goats, and you can probably, probably can if it's HOA, big HOA violation if you raise goats like that. Look at who wears that shirt like that. It's disgusting. It looks like he's been convicted of manslaughter, robbery, or something. What a jerk. Big words he's using with the college thing. And then I realized he stopped and asked me a question. He goes, what do you think of that? And I'm like, I don't know, Jason.
All right, there we go. Danny, when you see that, when you watch that, what goes through your head?
So I think I know I felt like I rushed it and bailed early. I didn't commit to going on and on and on about making fun of that fictitious guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I just said a bunch of bad things about him, or, whatever. And then, the punchline pays off. Right. But, I think I could, and I have done it again since, and I was much more comfortable, methodic and slow, and, let them enjoy each laugh.
Danny, where did you feel like you had to go longer? I didn't get the impression that you bailed.
Oh, okay.
When I watched it.
I didn't either. I didn't get the impression that you bailed early on it.
Okay, good.
That's interesting that you think that. And it's also interesting, I've experienced this too, I know Greg has. Once you do a bit on stage in front of an audience, whether it goes well or not, the second time you do it, it just comes out smoother.
Yeah.
It's just it's a very interesting thing. It's like it's burned in your brain.
Yeah. And I just the other thing I want to do, and I have done since, is change up some of the insults. I like the opportunity to improv and whatever pops in my head. I don't want to stick to the same ones over and over again.
When you were talking about Billy, okay, Billy Goat. Oh, he has a goatee. That's ironic. Okay, that works. And then you kept going with he's a farmer. But you said something that I played back and I couldn't understand what you said, but you got to laugh on it. Something about when it was the first laugh in the bit, and it was something about.
I wonder if he raises goats.
Yeah, you were in that section.
I say, I wonder if he raises goats. He probably can't. It's probably HOA violation. Can't raise goats.
Oh, maybe that's it. That could be it because I didn't hear that. That could HOA violation. That was really good. I didn't know what you said, but now that you say it, that's really HOA violations. So are you saying that you feel you bailed in that section, Danny, like with all the insults and the things?
I felt that I went fast. I got a little nervous. It was a very small crowd, good venue, small crowd, and I felt like I went really too fast, and I really wanted, because I even pumped myself up backstage, like I'm really going to marinate in this joke, and then you get up there and you're like, your will to crush and kill constantly takes over, and you're like, I gotta speed it up. And
and you're not getting the laughs where you think they should be, and it's the first time doing it, and so you just start to sweat it a little bit. I've been there. That exact thing happened with my my daughter bit. Like I told Greg, I bailed on it. It was like a minute and a half more, but it just was sitting there. I actually it's a good joke. I love the joke. I only had one comment, and it was a technical thing, and it's so nitpicky, Danny. Okay. It's not even worth mentioning. It's while you were introducing the bit, you said, I remember his name because I told this story before. I didn't understand why that was necessary.
Oh, good point.
Yeah, that is a great point. I think, it's me overthinking. Like, the crowd's not going to believe me not remembering names because I'm remembering this guy's name now.
Yeah, that was the only thing that I saw, because I thought the bit works. I understand that it was a smaller crowd, and that's the way it goes. You don't get the laughs that you think that the bit should, but it was such a technical thing. I was like, I don't even know if I want to mention this.
I'm going to try doing that. I'm going to try doing it without, because it's just me overthinking. Like, I need to tell the audience that I remember his name now because I told this story before.
Right.
Like, they don't care. They don't even know my name.
Yeah, I know. They don't. Yeah. And it's a really good point, Vinny, because and I noticed that for some reason I didn't write it down. But it's just, you don't need it at all, because And the thing that I do, what I like about the way you did it, Danny, was you did do a lot of those things about making things up about this guy Billy, the goats, is he a farmer? Oh, what'd you say? Is he a murderer? He's probably a murderer. This guy, it looks like a murderer. Who wears a shirt like that? And then the whole thing, and you've said Billy 20 times, and then at the end when he goes, "What do you think about that?" And you go, "I don't know, Jason." Like there is no reason for you to forget his name except you're bad with names. Like, you justified the whole bit because you've said it 20 times in the bit. Everybody knows the guy's name is Billy. Everybody knows it. Except you. You actually forgot it. I thought that was really funny.
Yeah, I think it's a great joke.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
And I think I can't remember if it was you, Danny, or if it was Greg who came up with the idea while we were working on this bit that you could actually go into the audience and talk about what you're seeing and applying it to you having this conversation with Billy. Like, look at him in his Seminoles t-shirt.
Yeah.
I bet you got that at a discount. Or whatever.
Right. I think.
Yeah, I'm going to play around with it, and I'm even going to try to do. I may even pick someone in the front row. Like, what's your name? Let's just say I meet you today. And my name. Hopefully, it's not Jason, right?
Yeah.
Well, then you can just change it to Billy.
Right. Yeah,
that's true, because if the guy's name is Jason, and then you don't want to go on that muscle memory and go, "I don't know, Jason." Then people are gonna look at you like, "Where's the joke?" Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Yeah.
That was a dumb bit. Next one, Jester.
Jester, do your bit, clown. Hey, And so you said you had some ideas for it that you wanted to talk about as well.
Yeah, I got. So here's, I don't know. Here's what I wrote lately, right? So I've been tracking as I, whenever I scroll videos, whether it's Reels, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. What makes me stop and watch? As a human being, what defines me? What entertains me? And it's such a weird list, and I just don't know if I can do anything with it. But here's I have 3, 6, 9 things, right? And let me just rattle through them, and then we can go back. It's a little self-reflective and a little vulnerable. Here we go. Anybody cooking in the woods? I don't know if you've ever seen that. They're at a riverbank in the winter, and they're chopping up steak. First of all, where's the animals? All right, but anyway, videos with people falling. Anything? Stop.
Yeah.
Karen videos. Any Karen videos?
Yeah.
Anything where they're restoring rusted metal objects. Like they find like an old axe in a river that's been there since, it's all rusted and they restore it, people getting haircuts, like they take a bum off the street.
Dude, I think the algorithm puts the same stuff in front of you.
It will now that we're talking about it.
Yeah,
they're listening.
Yeah. That's scary.
I got 4 more. Extreme car detailing, right?
Really? Yeah.
Anything with Borat, I stop. Animals attacking people, or like a gorilla or panda eating raw vegetables.
Yes.
Now, if I look for a theme in these things, it's definitely like if you look at the restoring rusted metal items, haircuts, car detailing, and cooking in the woods, they're all very neat restorative processes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're all like, it's like, but also OCD-ish too. I enjoy watching the things getting fixed or something, Yeah. And then I love watching people fall apart or get attacked by an animal, fall or get attacked by an animal.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that says to me as a human. Now, let me take it a step further. There's 3 other things that make me stop scrolling that choke me up to the point of almost tears, really? In a sad way. And I'll admit this to you because we're family.
Okay.
Any video of military reunions with people or pets?
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Kids hearing or seeing for the first time when they get their first, hearing aid or whatever. And then finally, undercover boss giveaways. I can't watch that. I don't know if you've ever seen that TV show, Undercover Boss.
Yeah. One time.
Yeah.
One time. Yeah. So you said those are things that you can't stop on.
I stop because I'll cry.
Oh, okay. Got it.
I'll get all choked up. But those are the things that I just literally wrote over the past week because I was kind of like, I'm wasting my time scrolling. What entertains me? What am I stopping on,
and
wasting
why?
my time on?
Yeah.
And it's these weird things, cooking in the woods, people falling, women being Karens, restoring old metal items, haircuts, car detailing, Borat, animals attacking people, or like a close-up of a gorilla or a panda eating a giant raw vegetable. It's the stupidest stuff.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I haven't seen that either.
I'll tell you, crunching, the big crunch.
Yeah. If I see somebody with a giant fish and they start to fillet it, I'm stopping. I'm watching the whole thing.
Yeah. But I think what strikes me about one of them that I would love to kind of maybe go into is the cooking in the woods thing. It's typically by a stream in the winter.
Yep.
Maybe it's not the winter, but they got the cutting. You never see the person. You see the meat. Yeah. You see the herbs and spices being cut up.
Oversized knife. Yeah.
Yeah, it's typically a dog wandering in the background or whatever. Yeah. And they're cooking this giant meal in the middle of what I assume is bear country. Or wolf country. Like, where's how come this guy's not being mauled to death?
Right.
And where's he getting turmeric?
Is the bear waiting for him to finish cooking and then he mauls him?
Yeah. I can.
Where's the bear? And then maybe it's at the very end and here's the finished dinner, and then you just hear I mean, maybe the bear just waited. Right. That smells good. I'm going to wait. I've seen, go down and get me a nice meal.
Yeah. You know what? The dude should think. He should think about adding that to the video. Just that would be good.
It was just the panning over the fire where the meat is, and there's just a wolf in the tree line just kind of picking its teeth. Yeah, that's nice. I like that little olive oil.
Gives it a good thumbs up.
Right.
Fantastic. Yeah.
I'll tell you what it tells you about yourself immediately. And I'm guilty of the exact same thing. So please understand, Danny, that I say this, it's also directed at myself. And you describing all these things made me realize this about me. You and me, and probably Greg too, are on the old man algorithm of TikTok.
Right.
Because if you look at a 20-year-old's what videos they're stopping on Taylor Swift, they're stopping on girls dancing, and they're stopping on I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh, I just thought of another one that it confirms the old man thing. Is there's this guy on TikTok who does nothing but videos on how to use WD-40 for different stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
See, that's old man TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Because they say there's different sides to TikTok. They say there's cleaning TikTok, there's steak TikTok, there's recipes TikTok. We're on old man TikTok.
Right.
We are. I'm wondering, Danny, are those videos like the cooking in the woods or car detailing, those are things you do not do, correct? Like, do you ever go out on a Saturday and spend 2 hours detailing your car? I don't do it. Do you do it? Like, do you go out and detail your car? No, you take it to the guy, right? Like, I mean, I run it to the guy, and he spends an hour. He does the whole thing. The arm rolls, the spit shine, the tires, the rims, the thing, the paint. And I wonder, it's like, I'm just getting a visual of you watching one of those cooking videos and you're sitting on your couch with like a hot dog and like chips and going, that's really interesting. And just never even a thought that you would ever do that.
Yeah, I watch cooking videos all the time where I'm like, I'm never going to make this. I don't know why I'm watching this.
Right. Same here. That's a great angle.
The car detailing. Like, I've tried to detail my car in my life where I got all the stuff and the wash and then the wax and then the rims and the interior. That's like 3 hours. I mean, you start on one side of the car and go, that's it. Good. You know what? My side looks good. Fuck the other side. Fuck the pad. Because but I'll watch a video like that because I go, well, that guy's really good. He's a man. Like, he's really manning up. But I'm just sitting there going, I would never do that.
He's got the little paintbrush thing in his hand, the foaming up the
blower, the little blower.
Yeah, I do just enough to the inside and outside of my car just to let people know that I sort of care for it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I saw a car detailing video where when you bring the car into them, they show you, they take the car apart on the inside. I mean, they take the dashboard off of the car and put it out. They vacuum it. They wash it. Then they show you what's inside there, and you can't believe it. The amount of dirt that is like inside that, and they vacuum it. I mean, I don't know how long it takes to do a car like that. It's
how much it costs.
It's got to take a full day, like 8 hours to do that. Like, I don't know. I'm always amazed with that stuff too, and I'm wondering if it's just because I would never do it. Do we watch videos of things that we would never do or cannot do? Or do we watch videos of things we want to learn how to do or that we can do?
Oh, I'm done learning.
What? See what I mean? Like, so like.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, Vac, I'm done learning. I'll be 50 this year. I'm done. I don't want to learn nothing new.
I've learned everything I need to know.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering, like, what is it?
You know what I could probably tie into this? Go ahead.
I'm just wondering if that's the theme. Like, do we watch things that we wish we could do, that we would like to do, or that we know we'll never do. But then, like, why watch it? Then why are we watching? What is intriguing about that guy cooking in the woods? Is it like, do we want to see him get attacked by the bear, or the car detail, or and the Karen videos? Is it to just reaffirm something we already think we know? I mean,
and it's not like I'm never gonna find an 1800s battle axe in a field and restore it to its,
because you'll never even be in the field.
I got a theory. I think, I think. Well, as it applies to me, I especially when it comes to the cooking videos, I literally lie to myself. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make that. Yeah, and I'm gonna add that seasoning, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna Then I go to the next video, and then like, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna add that, or whatever. It's. I think we like to. I think we, or as people, or as men, or whatever, like to live in denial.
Right.
I think that quite possibly could be it. I just like to tell myself, I'm gonna do that.
Or I get the satisfaction of like,
if I ever find a battle axe, that's what I'm gonna do. If I ever find that rusty, that's what I'll do.
Yeah. So, no, I'll probably walk by it and go, I saw a video where they restored something like that.
Look at that. Battle axe.
With that, I think so. The whole things I don't do, I watch video, that the theme of all the videos, and then the old man algorithm. I think that's if I can make this a long bit with jokes about every one of those 9 points with a theme and summary of that, it's things I don't do and I don't want to learn anymore, and it's old man TikTok. That might turn into a giant piece. Like even I'm thinking of brainstorming like the extreme car detailing thing. I should just go into each one of these categories and write jokes about the topic, and then tie it into the theme of why I'm watching it, right? Like,
absolutely.
This buddy of mine up in Connecticut used to detail cars on the side. He's retired, and he would put videos on Facebook, and he's a car detailer, and he grew up on Long Island, right around the corner from me, and he's got the thick New York accent still, and he does videos before and after, and his before videos are very passive aggressive. He's like, this is a 2016 Honda Civic. You can take a look at the back seat here. You got goldfish on the floor. You got Kool-Aid stains. Obviously, someone doesn't care for the car much. And then he's like making fun of her. And then he's like, he uses all the technical. I'm going to use the GH6 chloride that I picked up on Amazon yesterday. We'll see how it works. It usually gives a good sheen on the carpet after it. It's all very technical.
Yeah.
So thinking in that, if I could come up with jokes or stories about each one of the video sections, that could be a long piece, and then tie it together with the theme of it all.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
You could really have like a really good hunk there.
Yeah.
Like you could go on and do a set one night, and that's the whole set. If it really works
a whole
out.
social media thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my goal. That's my assignment. I need to go into each one of these categories and think to myself, much like that research I did on the gum bit on our last episode, right?
Yeah.
Why am I watching the video of the guy cooking in the woods? Do I want to do it? Would I ever do it? Do I even have the ingredients? Where's the animals? It ties into me liking watching animal attack videos because all white people.
Yeah. And I wish they could combine them. Why can't they just combine them?
What I was just going to say? I was just going to say, what if you said, why am I watching this cooking in the woods? I'll never be in this situation. I'm not going to clean a battle axe. What if somehow you were like, you and your wife somehow you got lost and you were like, damn, I watched that video of a guy cooking in the woods and he got all of his tools, everything. I wish I had paid more attention to it. Well, what's that, a battle axe? Oh, look, what if you somehow, all the videos happened to you? And you went to the grocery store and some lady yelled at you, some Karen yelled at you for cutting her in line, and then, I don't know, just
the whole thing.
Like, what if it all happened and you were like, I learned everything on those videos. I should have paid attention. Does that make sense? Or
yeah, like, didn't you watch all those cooking videos? We're stranded on this island now, and I'm like, but I don't have any turmeric.
I don't have any turmeric, honey. If you had watched with me, you would see I need turmeric.
Yeah, I love it.
I need this olive oil is horrible. I need the fresh virgin olive oil. I can't cook under these conditions.
Right.
I don't even have anything to cut.
Right. I need thyme. I don't even know how to say it.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't even know what it is.
I wonder if that could be a thing where. Are you married, Danny?
No.
Okay. Girlfriend, maybe you could say. Let's just say.
Yes, long-term girlfriend.
All right, so you could say, what if you actually somehow got into an argument with her about maybe cooking? Maybe the cooking might be the easiest thing. And say, honey, if you just watch more TikTok videos, you would know you can't do that. Like she would say, just put it in the oven. No, right. Honey, it has to marinate. Didn't you? If you watch more videos with me,
right?
You always claim I watch too many videos. Right. Well, if you watch that video, maybe you know it has to marinate for 30 minutes on each side, but you don't pay attention to that. Now go get my battle axe and bring it in here, or something like what if that?
Right.
Go get me that battle axe. I got to cut the meat.
Or if I like. I know it's rusty. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I'm working on it.
It doesn't happen overnight. If you just watch the video,
I can point to that. Yeah, and also I can always point to some guy's appetizer in the front row and go, I wonder if they cook that in the woods behind the club.
Yeah. They cook that in the woods behind the club.
It's calamari.
This is one of those things where you can really make it like the thing arguing with your girlfriend, and you reference those videos, honey.
Right, and then even at the end too, I'm thinking like, if I could just find a video of a guy cooking in the woods, falling down, being yelled at by a Karen while using a rusted axe, getting a haircut, detailing his car or boat, while being attacked by an animal next to a gorilla eating a carrot with a can of WD-40, I'd be all right.
Yeah, you would cut down your screen time immensely. Yeah. It was all in one video. Yeah,
it's all just one guy. This happened to this guy that day. Yeah,
it's just one guy.
Why don't you? Excuse me. Why don't you make that video?
Yeah,
I'll do it. I'll get some views.
Yeah.
I'm going to condense it. Instead of an hour and a half, it's going to be 5 minutes.
Right.
Be cooking in the woods.
Hour and a half of watch time. Yeah.
Finding.
Well, I like it. I got some homework to do. Now, as far as the videos that make me, stir up some sort of emotion, I don't know if we want to add that in.
You're scrolling by those, is what you say.
I have to, because unless I want an emotional day.
Yeah. Right.
And I do want to do jokes about Undercover Boss, but it's an old show. It's on an old channel now. I think they just play reruns. But Vinny, you've never seen it. Vac, you've seen it?
Which one?
I've seen it a couple
Undercover
times.
Boss.
And
I saw the TV show once.
Sometimes they'll play it on the ship here on CNBC or whatever it is. But I know exactly what you're talking about. When they come at the end, when the boss says, "I'm going to give you $50,000 so you can go to college,"
right?
And you start crying. Oh my God, so nice. They give away like $100,000 in gifts and benefits.
Well, here's what strikes me as funny about the whole. First of all, the costumes of the CEOs are the worst.
The worst.
How do you not know that that's not a fake beard or sideburns or ponytail? Whatever. It's terrible, right? It's terrible. And then they talk to these people. They're recording them on break or whatever, and the person immediately opens up to the new employees, like, my daughter got her leg ripped off in a tree chipping incident, and ever since then I've worked 7 jobs. And then they get to the end, they're like, "I know you shared with me your daughter's tree chipping incident where she lost her leg." But you've known him for 7 minutes.
Yeah.
That's the part. I've seen it recently. I saw a few minutes of it on the ship here, and it's amazing what people will tell this new guy as soon as they walk in. I mean, can you imagine? I would never reveal stuff about myself to anybody that soon.
Right.
I don't know you. You know,
with your fake mustache.
People do it. But there's a reason why, they may tell the employees there's a reason why they have the cameras there. Like, it's not hidden camera stuff.
Right. They tell them it's like, this guy's interested in opening up a restaurant down the street and he wants to get to know the business or whatever. And the guy immediately opens up. He's like, yeah, I stick my finger in the chili every morning before we open. What?
Yeah. That I got to tell you, that was the thing that turned me off about it. And like I said, my wife and I watched only one episode. We're looking for a new show. This is years ago. And we gave it a shot. And I said, this whole thing's bullshit. The whole thing. These are actors. This is a script.
Yeah.
We all know that reality TV is bullshit, but this was like, I've seen better acting on Jerry Springer,
Right.
It was just so phony. And I couldn't get over that.
Yeah.
That's how it struck me. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm glad to be wrong, but
you're right.
Yeah.
But I think maybe those three I'll leave on the back burner. My homework assignment over the coming months is to write jokes for all the videos that make me stop, see if I can tie it in together, and then using that theme that why I'm watching them, things I don't do. And
well, here's something. I'm just going to throw it out there. You're curious about what that says about you that you'll stop on these videos.
Right.
Okay. And if you ever start to feel bad about that, oh man, what does this say about me? Then I just keep scrolling until I have to scroll by one of these videos, which makes me think I'm a good person because I will feel something if I watch it. I'm not going to watch it, but
yeah, if I could watch a military reunion video where at the end of it they fell off the dock into the water, I think that would. I don't cry.
Listen, I don't want to feel anything. I got a show in 2 hours. I don't want to start crying.
Yeah, that's right. Most of my life is shoving my feelings down until I have a heart attack. I don't need this in my life. Stirring up things.
Yeah. Yeah. If I want to feel better about myself, I'll just scroll by one of these videos.
Right.
I'll feel something. I don't want to feel something, but I will. So I'm going to scroll by it. And that makes me feel good about me.
Right. Oh, excellent. I got homework to do. This is good. I'm so glad that you guys think that this has a little traction to it, that this could be something.
Totally.
Absolutely it does.
And it makes me and it makes me think about my Instagram feed. Now, my TikTok feed is very similar to yours, Danny.
Yeah.
My Instagram feed is all animals eating other animals, like eating them alive, like tearing them apart, and insects eating other insects. That's my entire Instagram reels. Oh, and then the occasional comedian.
Right. So it's a praying mantis eating whatever, right?
Yeah, it's a praying mantis eating whatever, or it's a pack of wild dogs tearing apart an antelope, and I just sit there like, whoa, and then I like it, so I get more.
I found myself getting mad I got mad at TikTok the other day. I'm scrolling through it and it's not giving me what I normally get. And I'm like, wait, do you even know me?
Yeah, right.
Where are we going with this relationship?
Yeah. Do you even know me? Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. That's funny.
Right.
No, I definitely think that social media bit has teeth.
Yeah.
What about you, Greg?
Absolutely. And it's such a good topic. Everybody knows social media today. Everybody knows TikTok. Everybody knows videos. I mean, it's really good like that. It's relatable to everybody. I mean, except the 90-year-olds who might be in the audience.
Yeah, right. The 90-year-olds might be. Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. I got mad at TikTok. I'm not getting the videos I normally get. Do you even know me? Where are we going with this relationship? We're going to take a little break.
We need to take a little break.
In the beginning, what I liked, and now this.
Yeah, right. I'm going over to Facebook.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Nice. Looking forward to that, Danny. Would you be willing to bring that back to the podcast once it goes on stage for the first time?
Oh yeah, that's a long one. That's a big one. But yeah, absolutely.
I wonder,
that'd be awesome.
Danny, I wonder, is it possible for you to, as you're working on this, to work on it, like work it out on stage in bits and pieces, so that, like that whole thing about where we going, do you even know me? Like that's a great. You could throw that out right away on stage, and just be like, and I'm just wondering if it's, is there a way to do it where you can get laughs and go, okay, I got this section down, and then move on to maybe the part about getting into an argument with your girlfriend, like about, honey, I told you, it needs to marinate. If you watch those videos with me, you'd know. Or that's what you're fighting over. Or because there are like different little sections to this.
Yeah. And getting the laugh up front with that line about being mad at TikTok will give me the confidence to, maybe I'll do like cooking in the woods and animal attacks, see how I can tie those two together. And then the next night, the next show, do cooking in the woods, animals attack, people falling, and car detailing. Just kind of keep adding to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, take it by steps, because that would be enormous to try to put out there one night, the whole thing.
Oh yeah,
first time. I just really think it's great that you have that funny line about, do you even know me?
Yeah.
And then say, because these are the videos I normally watch. Boom, boom, boom. Like, and why? And why? Why do I watch cooking in the outdoors?
Yeah.
I'm never going to do that. Or maybe you think I'll do that. I mean, I don't know, but however you approach it, but and then
indoorsy.
And then animals attack. You see, I think cooking outdoors and animals attacking people, that you could tie in.
Yeah.
Finally, I saw one where a guy was cooking outdoors, and whatever he was making, he got the fish and he was filleted the fish, so the whole thing, and then he got attacked by a bear. So it all came together. Maybe that's an easy one to put together, I think. Those two.
And then the bear detailed his car. It's very weird.
And the bear felt bad about it. He detailed the guy's car. It was
Silly. I love it. I got a lot of work to do. I appreciate it, fellas. What do you guys got?
Sorry, well, this is just something I just want some more lines for. And I know, Vinnie, you raised a kid, and Greg, you raised kids too, right?
Yeah, poor kids, yeah.
Same here. This was something, it was like a thought that I had, and last weekend I was in, where was I? I was in Fort Walton Beach, and I was talking about my kids, and I just threw the line out, and it was one of the biggest laughs of the night. So I just started, like, just off the top of my head trying to milk it. And, blah, 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 it did okay. And I look over, and there's a woman with tears streaming down her face. She's laughing so hard. And I was going, oh, boy, this is something. But it wasn't even a bit. So here it is. This is what the thought was this. The thought was, it was about my youngest, who's 16 months right now, who I really don't like, and I was thinking back to my other kids, and it was like, when my son was born, Sonny, when he was born, it took me about, I don't know, I think it took me about 4 weeks until I went, wow, I really love this kid. I didn't fall for all that. Oh, the moment you look into their eyes, you don't know love like that. It didn't happen for me like that. It literally took about 4 weeks. Then my daughter was born. It took about 6 months before I said, oh, wow, I love this little girl.
Yeah.
The 16-month-old, I hate this kid. I go, so here's what I did on stage. I go, let me ask the parents something. Do you find the more kids that you have, the longer it takes to fall in love with them? My son, I fell in love with him 4 weeks. 4 weeks, I was like, oh, I love this kid. My daughter, it took about 6 months. The 16-month-old, I hate this motherfucker. And they just like, whoa, like that. And I go, so how many kids do you have? And I go 4. And I said, do you find that it took longer to love each one? And then the mother goes, yeah, one of the kids is right here. And I go, all right, I'm going to talk to you after the show. I go, I hate this kid. I hate him. He shrieks at the top of his lungs for no reason, just this, piercing sound. He throws food. All kids drop food. This kid whips food across the room. I hate this kid. I just kept on doing that. I hate him. So if you guys have kids that did crazy stuff, I'll add it, so I can just beat this. This kid does this. This kid does this, and then of course, how do we end it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's literally what it was when I was doing it in Fort Walton. I was just riffing on a big laugh I got, and I was just wondering, do you think this is a bit, or what is this?
I wonder if the first thing that popped in my head was a way to end it might be even a callback, or at the end of that bit, like looking at your watch and go, we gotta wrap this up. I gotta FaceTime that kid in any minute or whatever. Because you're gonna be in trouble. It's alluding to the fact that you're in trouble if you don't FaceTime.
Yeah, I gotta FaceTime him.
You just got done saying how much you hate the kid, and then you gotta FaceTime him.
Oh. Like we have a gate that separates the living room from the foyer of our house, and then in the foyer the stairs that go up. Well, we don't want him going upstairs, so there's like a little gate. It's a little child's gate.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when I walk through that gate, he sees that the gate's open, and he'll run towards the gate, and I'll hold it open until he gets about a foot away, then I'll close it, just to watch him lose his mind.
That's hysterical.
It's like, I do stupid. I know, but this is because he makes my life so miserable. And now we all know, I know you guys know, I don't really hate him.
Right.
Of course, I don't really hate him, but I kind of hate him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
hysterical.
I wonder if it's worth looking into what different animals do to their young and/or siblings. I watched a video of this bird. I don't know what kind of bird it was, but when the mom left the nest and just the 3 siblings were there, or the 2 siblings, the one sibling tossed the bird out of the nest.
I'm waiting for Sonny to toss him out the front door.
You know what I mean? Like, because it was more, it realized that this one was not fit to live in or make, in society. So I wonder if you can somehow link, I don't know if it's like, let's just say turtles, maybe not turtles, but whatever. So, the wombat, eats its youngest, most vulnerable or whatever. I don't know.
Dude, no. What you said. I'm waiting for Sonny to toss him out of the nest.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, I definitely, what if you saw that video and it gave you an idea? So you sat Sonny down and said, Sonny, watch the video. It's interesting how the bigger sibling realized the other sibling was a problem. And tossed him out of because aren't you going to do stuff about how you were afraid of Sonny?
Yes, buddy.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
You're actually afraid of Sonny.
Yeah. I saw it. Yeah, that's going to go along with the daughter bit. I love that angle where I compare Vicky to Sonny.
Yeah.
But, dude, that's great. I saw this video with these birds and there's 3 birds in the nest, and the older bird, it was born like a couple of minutes ahead, tossed the younger bird out the nest. So I showed my oldest son the video. I said, "Hey, look what's happening here. Does this give you any ideas or something?"
Right.
Watch this closely, Sonny. You see that?
Yeah.
Right. I just want to let you know that in this family, we're only as strong as our weakest link.
That's right. We're only as strong.
Fredo.
Yeah.
Like the younger one he's kind of your Fredo,
Right.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, dude, it was so satisfying. It was just a thought in my head. It took me a long time to fall in love with, and I just put it out there, and the laugh it got. Right. It was like I was surprised by it.
It's very honest. It's an honest.
Yeah, and that was a great realization for me. I go, oh, okay, I got to get real with these people. I got to get more real.
There's a what's that famous movie with Denzel? It's not a comedy or action, but he has this famous scene with his son where son says something like, "I don't even think you like me." He's like, "What do you mean?" I don't have to like you.
Fences.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who says I gotta like you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. That's a great movie.
Oh, I never saw that. All right.
Oh, you got to check it out, buddy. Denzel, as usual, fantastic. You know, yeah, and honest. It's just a real honest movie. Yeah, you're right there. So let's see. Waiting for Sonny to toss him out the nest. Show him the video. Yeah. So you guys think
what would be a little bit helpful on that when you're talking about the nest? Why does the older one toss the younger one out? Is it because
for food?
Yeah, maybe mention
he doesn't want to compete for food.
Yeah, and just say, Sonny, times are tough. Mom and I are cutting back a little bit. Let's watch this video about this bird, and say that say that they thought that the one sibling didn't think there's enough food for everyone, so he tossed the young one out. Survival. You got wow. Oh, maybe I'll show.
And there's another one. I just found another one where the mom bird throws one of her 3 kids out of the nest because it's easier to feed 2. Food is scarce.
Yeah.
So it could be either or.
Yeah, I like the sibling angle. Yeah. But, Greg, what about if it wasn't food, but if it was Sonny's favorite treat, his favorite, like he loves these orange popsicles. I don't know if that's funny enough. Or these orange popsicles, he loves them.
Now he's sharing with 2 siblings.
Yeah, chocolate. Listen, Junior really likes these chocolate bars, man. So I just want you to watch this. Skittles. There you go. That's funny.
That's a funny.
They love Skittles. They love Skittles. He likes Skittles too. So just watch this video and see if you come up with anything.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that tone in the video.
Yeah.
I can end it with, I'll let you know, ladies and gentlemen.
I'll let you know.
After he sees the video.
Look at your watch. Yeah, I'll let you know. I showed him the video before the show. I'll know what happens when I get home.
I bought the kids. I bought the kids' bird costumes before I left for the show.
Yeah, at the bottom.
Because it's funny that you're afraid of Sonny, and then now you're using him to whack the one you don't like.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I've seen nothing. Yeah. I showed the kid a video. Yeah. Don't worry about it. And then you get home and you go, "Hey, Sonny, where's Junior?" And then Sonny's like, "I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?"
I don't know what you're talking about.
What you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Like it's an agreement. Don't say nothing to nobody.
Yeah. I don't know nothing. All I know is I got a full bag of Skittles.
Yeah, that's it.
That's right. I go. I see Sonny. Maybe you see Vicky, and there's a full bag of Skittles. Where's Junior? And Sonny's like, I don't know nothing. I don't. Junior who? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. And that's when you're like, oh, he did it. Oh shit.
Yeah.
maybe he can subtly threaten you with something,
Yeah. So the general consensus, you guys think that there's stuff here.
Absolutely.
For sure. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I think both of those bits are really good. I mean,
so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna it's gotta be a situation where I know exactly what I'm doing. I do the gate thing. I do the screech, the shriek. Shriek is such a funny word in my opinion. The shriek thing, the throwing the food. Oh, I kind of came up with, he throws food. He hurls it, I mean, all kids drop food. Okay. All right. That's an aggravation, but this kid hurls it. He whips it at us. He throws it at the wall. Now I know in about 13 years when he has a 101 mile an hour fastball, I'm going to be really happy about his ability to throw. But right now, I hate the motherfucker.
Right now. Yeah.
What I'm saying is it's got to be, sorry, Greg, it's got to be, I got to go. Yeah. I do the throwing the food, the shrieking. I do the gate. I do the blah, blah, blah. I do the things, and then the bird thing at the end. But this is one of these bits that has to be memorized.
Right. Yes. And I think when you show, just say I showed my son this video of these birds, and you describe it where one sibling threw the, and you just don't, I wouldn't even say, did you learn anything? I would just go,
yeah. What do you think?
Right, what do you think? We're only as strong as this family's only as strong as our weakest link.
Right. We're only as strong as our weakest
link. Now go play with your siblings.
Now go play with your brother in the bird costume.
Right? Yeah, go play with your brother in the bird costumes. I guess.
Go put on those bird costumes I bought you and go play.
There you go. Tie it all together.
That's great, brother. Greg, you want to work on something?
No, I'm good. I thought we would just do these two.
Okay.
I got a lot of time last week, so
yeah.
By the way, side note, some of the guests on my podcast, I talked about this podcast and they love it. So I'm going to send them your way, or at least give them your email address. So if you hear from anybody, one of the guys is an 11-time Emmy-winning writer for Ellen.
I saw that one. That was a great episode, Danny.
He was very interested in it. And then the next guest I'm publishing this week was Conan's head writer for over a decade.
Yeah.
Wow.
For his
I'm
monologue.
going to check out that guy's dry bar special.
Yeah, it's really. Yeah. I mean, straight up joke. Joke. Just like.
Yeah.
And then because I joke with him on my conversation with him, I'm like, I started jotting down all the jokes I wish I wrote that I like, and there were so many. And then I look at his bio, and he's an Emmy award-winning writer. I'm like, go screw yourself.
This is why. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, we'd love to have him, wouldn't we, Greg?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Greg and I were talking about how it's I mean, it's so much fun to work out these bits, but it's a lot of fun when there's a guest and we can bounce. We got two guys bouncing.
And that guy's a great comic and great writer. Yeah. So I'll keep sharing your info.
All right.
Thanks, you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Danny Johnson, his podcast is Behind the Bar, where he interviews dry bar comedians. Yeah. And go ahead, Danny, tell them how to get in touch with you or how to find you and all that stuff.
Absolutely. Just go to DannyJohnson.com for all your Danny Johnson needs and stalking needs. All my links are there. My podcast is on all major platforms. You can watch my dry bar special again on all major platforms. Other than Netflix, right? It's not on Netflix.
Yeah. Not yet. We're not there yet, right?
But yeah, I love doing this. I wish I can do this podcast all the time. I'll keep listening and sharing. And thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
Danny, we're definitely going to have you back, brother. And the first time you tape that, that social media bit, please, we'd love to see it again.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll give it a shot. Thank you both.
Sure.
Greg,
thanks, Danny.
Tell them how to get how to find you and all that stuff.
Me, it's gregvac.com is the website, and then there's links to the social media there. Just gregvac, gregvac.com. Cake.
Same with me. It's Vinnie.com, VINNIE.com. You can find all my social media from my website. Easiest way to get in touch with me, ladies and gentlemen, please subscribe, leave us a review, tell us what you think of the podcast. If you have any ideas for Danny's jokes, Greg's jokes, my jokes, or just want to let us know what you think of the show, newbitspodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Excellent work, Danny. Excellent work, Greg. Thank you so much.
Thanks.